following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
To the Adventures of Pipeman on W.A.S.P. Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Well, not exactly. And today might be one of those we take over the airwaves because where in the world is Pipeman? Oh my goodness, it's one of those days, right? We're going to change it from Where's Waldo to Where's the Pipeman? I'm sure we'll hear a story about something that's going on. But until then, welcome to the Adventures of Pipeman, minus the Pipeman, where you have me, Rebel Meddler, and the other pipe nut, Juan. Come on in, Juan. Don't do that.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. This is a little thrown off because, the Pipeman was supposed to be here on time. He does this. He normally comes like right in that 1 second before showtime, but his clock might be off a little bit, I guess.
So the last time that he did that, he was jumping from a train, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So let's hope there's no more train shenanigans going on.
Oh, I hope not. But we never know with the Pipeman, right? It is his adventures, by all means. Now, I do know that we were supposed to have some videos. You know what, though? This one might not be a train he's jumping from. He might be jumping ship.
Not until next year.
Wait, what?
Not until next year.
Not until next year? Maybe he's preparing to jump ship. And for
practice.
you guys, go ahead.
Practice round. I feel like this is a game show. This is the practice round portion of our show. And for those of you who aren't quite familiar what we're talking about, it's Shiprocked. That's right. Now, see, I am not versed enough on this to talk about it, but I do know the Pipeman should be joining us, maybe, and he will tell us all about it. Do you know, how did he get rid of bodies at sea? No, we're not going to talk about that. That's a totally different story. That would fit in, oh my God, help me out here. I just had like a brain explosion. What is the lady's name that does the writing analysis? She's been on the show and Nanette.
has her own show. Yes, Annette. See,
Nanette.
Sorry about that. If we talked about bodies at sea, she would be the one to bring up. Abso-freaking-lutely. And you guys can check out her show. Juan, give me those details, please.
No, I think you got this.
No, I don't have this. I really don't.
You can watch it on K4HD.com every Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. K4HD Radio, K4HD.com, Talk for TV.
And the name of her show is?
Hit the Road Jack, Finding the Zodiac.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Boy, oh boy.
We have Lori in the chat. We have Charles in the chat.
Hey, Lori. Hey, Charles.
Charles lying as always.
Wait, what? I didn't hear you.
I said Charles lying as always, or maybe you paid him.
I do not pay anybody.
He said, Rebel, beautiful as ever.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And what did Lori say?
Hello, gang.
Hello, Lori. So I'm going to assume that Lori is that
infamous Lori that is the photographer for the Pipeman. Boy, you must have your hands full at times, I'm telling you. Is that the Lori we're talking about? Probably.
Well, I'm hoping
maybe.
it's not the blurry food photograph photographer that we talked about.
Oh, no, that's when he jokes about me. Jokes,
Yeah,
talks about whatever. There's always a reason. There is a method for my madness. So, it is what it is.
Lori said, that's me. All right, so we
Hey,
have the
Lori.
real photographer, not the fake one like Rebel.
I'm not a fake photographer. There's a reason why I put that out there. But, it's all good. All good indeed. Hi, Lori. How are you? So, back to today. Man, we are missing the pipe. This is dangerous when we don't really know where he's at or what he's doing. Do y'all go to concern first? I mean, when y'all don't know where someone's at or what someone's doing, do you always turn to the negative first, or do you kind of think like, oh wow, well maybe something awesome came up and he's late because he's taking care of this? Or do you go to, oh my goodness, where's the Pipeman? Is something wrong? Should we be concerned? Where does your mind go when you think about these things? What are your thoughts? Juan?
Yeah, well, we know where Lori is. She says, if it's Pipeman, always be afraid.
If it's Pipeman, always be afraid. Well, I mean,
and I agree with her,
about what he
I
can
agree.
be up to, what he can be doing, or should we worry about him?
Well, the worrying
he's
part is
never-
that he didn't give us a heads up.
Right. And it's not like him to not give us a heads up when we are, doing his show. But it could also be a situation of, when the cat's away, the mice will play. And what are the mice going to do with this day? You really never know with the Pipeman. So you just kind of gotta go with it. Now, I do know if he is okay, here's we shouldn't say if, because that's not something we want to put in the universe. When we find out what he was actually doing, which was probably just, watching to see what we would do and make sure we were behave ourselves. Not something that we always do. But anyway, we are also going to talk about today. Today, there's always things on days. Every day has a something. And, it's weird. Like some things have whole months that they go with. And like Black History Month, they get a whole month for us to actually learn something. And knowing human beings, we never learn from history. So we are doomed to, repeat it. But maybe if we took the time out to actually learn something, we'd be better off. So, but they also do they have a Native American? Do they get a whole month? There's something, but let's stick to days, people, because, days.
Yes, there is a month for Native American heritage.
Native American heritage. And I think, there's Cinco de Mayo, but that's only a day. But do we have something? I don't know the whole month. Like,
that's not Native American. Cinco de Mayo is
oh no, I know that's
Mexican holiday.
But do they have a Mexican or? I thought I heard something about a Latino something.
Hispanic
it's a whole month.
Heritage Month.
Okay, there you go. They got Hispanic Heritage Month. Again, stuff that we should be learning and know, but my goodness, how much stuff?
I feel like most of these, like the month for this, month for that, these are all new in a way.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think everybody has a month for everything, but I don't know. But we do have days, and today, let's see, it is November 20th. Can you imagine? We're already in November. Where did the time fly by? Where did it go? I don't know. And speaking of where did you go? Where did you go, Juan? You kind of disappeared on me. Don't play Pipeman here. Tell me about it. Where are you? What happened to your camera? While we wait for Juan to rejoin, we're going to talk about days on today and what they are actually. So let's see. We have beautiful day. Well, I don't necessarily know that it means like it's a beautiful day, but I do have to tell you that it is an absolutely beautiful day outside. Rather windy though here in Louisiana, up in the northern part. Well, northern part of the South.
Louisiana had a northern part.
They do. Louisiana has a northern
south.
Well, we do have North Louisiana, South Louisiana, and Mid Louisiana. So we're like North, South Louisiana. It's weird.
Gotcha. So you're saying that Louisiana is pretty much east and west deficient?
Well, Texas is to the west and Mississippi's to the east. So no, I don't think we're deficient, so to speak. But yeah,
so you guys just didn't study that in high school.
No, we did, but again, Texas and Mississippi. I think we favor Mississippi around here, but
why does it feel like those are the only states you know? Now, here's
Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina.
So pretty much all the red states. Okay, gotcha.
Well, I mean, there's Colorado, and if you looked at the state map during the election, almost all of them were red states. So what's a red state these days? Everything except California and
all the smaller states that no one can remember, right?
No, believe it or not, I think, when they did the election coverage, almost every state was red except California.
Laura just commented, it's beautiful outside in southern Louisiana also.
Southern Louisiana. You're in Louisiana right now? I thought you were... No, you are. That's right. You're from here. Southern Louisiana, meaning the New Orleans area? Because not far from there, I am in Hammond, which is about an hour and 20 minutes, give or take, from New Orleans. Yeah, I know. Depends on which way you go, right? Absolutely. Is it really windy where you are? Because it's crazy windy here, and it's beautiful, though. I mean, we are out of the 80s. Today it's only in the 70s, where there's some people right now that are in 8 feet of snow in Colorado. Sorry about them, but hey, it's all good. But speaking of all good, I got fuzzies.
Are you good?
No, not really. I got fuzzies flying around my face. That's never good. And there's no fan or air circulating in here, and I don't know why fuzzies are flying. But hey, it is what it is. But back to beautiful day. Today is it is in fact a beautiful day. You have to read that because I can't see it that far away. And who's it from?
Lori says, I am in New Orleans, flew home from UK yesterday, and it was snowing when I left. Yes, windy here.
Snowing in the UK. I did see someone post a friend, Irish Ginger and Sam, live in the UK, and they posted yesterday that it was in fact snowing in the UK. It's like, wow, that's pretty cool. But again, it is snowing in Colorado and some other states as well. So I guess they got the feel of winter already. And have we passed over that winter time, or are we still in fall?
I live in Florida. What are those things?
It's when y'all have to wear long sleeve shirts. Are y'all wearing long sleeves yet? No.
You mean our Christmas shorts? Remember, summer shorts, winter shorts.
Summer shorts and winter shorts, yeah. I don't think we actually have tomorrow I think crosses over the fall to winter. I think it's on the 21st. Is it some like equinox or something? I don't know. I'm not a weatherman. I'm not a
equinox is a stage of the moon. Not a season change.
Doesn't it control the season change? The 21st or 25th? Are you sure? No. Again, not a weatherman, not a astrologist, so therefore it's kind of fly by the seat of your pants type of thing.
Laurie said perfect answer, LOL. And then Charles said winter starts December 21st.
December 21st or November 21st?
It says December.
December. Wow. Well, we still have a ways in the fall, don't we? For them to be getting snow everywhere, it's pretty amazing. Well,
Now, here's the question. We are still at 81 degrees here in Florida. So how do we know when winter starts?
when you start getting in the 70s, I guess.
So
I don't know,
after
really.
December 21st, would you say now it's winter or?
Yeah, well, let's see. Have you been to Disney and Universal lately? Have they decorated for Christmas?
They have.
Because everybody skips over Thanksgiving. When they start announcing Mardi Gras for Universal Studios, then you'll know it's wintertime in Florida. How about that? Look at who showed up. Oh my
Speaking
goodness.
of winters.
I know, and my light's terrible because, okay, so I'm in California. I'm in my high school hometown, and I screwed up the time zones with the shows, meaning, so I normally co-host the Language of Healing on Tuesday at 2 p.m. So the last time I had to do that show from California, it was at 11 a.m. Okay. And now I figured 11 a.m. So I'm out there working, and then I get a text from Juan, and my first reaction is, what the fuck? Why do I have to get in there? The show's not for another 50 minutes. And then I thought about it before, because Juan will tell you, like, and most people know me, I will not react immediately usually. Sometimes I will, because I'm smart enough to know to stop, think, and make sure I'm not the one fucking up before I react. So, but what I will say, though, is in monitoring what was going on while I wasn't here, depending on my co-host to handle things under situations, and then I couldn't get my cam to work, and now my lighting's crappy, so I don't give a crap about that right now. I don't care. But from what I noticed, Rebel, you've had your own show, 2 of your own shows, yet on my show, when I don't show up, you start spiraling. Why is that?
Why was I spiraling? When was I at the beginning, maybe, but no, I was not spiraling.
Yeah. So tell me what happened in the beginning, Rebel.
We were worried about you. We were worried to be called.
All these comments we have here, have they gone up on the screen yet, or should I do that now?
No, they've gone up on the screen. We were pretty much having a conversation with the listeners. Laurie was worried about you. She now says, there he is.
Yep. And so and it was cold here this morning too. Like, I don't know if you saw, all right, that was like 5 a.m. that I did the promo video for this. And like, I'm wearing a flannel jacket and stuff. And I'm like, it's freaking California. It's freezing. It was in the low 40s when I was out there filming. Now it's kind of nice out there. Okay. But I mean, yeah. So today was a total screw up. I've never, ever, tell me if I'm wrong, Rebel or Juan, have I ever screwed up the time of my show? Ever. In all the traveling that I do.
No, we were worried. We were actually starting to worry about you because we talked about that, how you'll skate in for like a second before the show starts sometimes, but never this far into it. We were worried.
Well, have no fear. Pipeman is here, and we have a lot to talk about. I don't even know. What did you talk about so far, Rebel? I want to hear what you
talked about. The days. We talked about today being beautiful day, and we talked about other months and stuff, things that take a whole month and why some things just have days.
Well, you know what else today is? Did you mention today that today is National Pay Back Your Parents Day? Did you know that?
Pay back your parents. No, that one's not on my list of things.
Yep.
Pay back your parents.
Today is awesome.
which way does that go? Like, is it like for all the times that they hit us, we have to hit them back, or
It says, yeah, kind of. It says you turned out just fine, so now you can pay back your parents. I think it means give
In a
them all the
positive
money
way.
that you kept mooching off of them until you were 72. Like I know
Oh,
people in
jeez.
their 60s are still mooching money off of their parents.
Their
Okay.
parents are still alive?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Can you believe that?
Yes,
I got
that's amazing.
something playing here on my computer now. And I can't stop it. I can't get rid of it.
Oh, no.
No. So today is also Transgender Day of Remembrance. So if you forgot that you're transgender, today's your day to remember.
yeah, that was gonna be my question, because it sounds kind of confusing just the way it's structured, like the sentence itself.
It's
Like,
yeah,
what
right?
is it exactly?
It's for generations, transgender people have suffered various forms of abuse and even death. So that's
How
what
many
they-
generations has this even been a
Well,
thing?
you know, they say some of the founding fathers were transgender. I mean, all you have to do. Hey, listen, did you know? Okay, are you ready for this? Did you know that back in those times, males wore high heels,
Not the
males
females, yep.
wore wigs and long hair, and the reason women started doing it was
Because
because
guys look so good?
it was equal rights. Even then, their way of being equal with the men was to start wearing high heels. Kid you
My
not.
question
We
here.
didn't have equality back then.
So my question here is, how many times back in those days did a woman have to hear her man say, "My feet hurt. Can you hold my heels for me?" I can guarantee you, never.
I like when
That's
they say
good.
that.
That's good.
I- Especially if they pay extra to say that for the Pipeman Groupon.
I'm not surprised.
Oh God! And speaking of the Groupon, it's also National Zinfandel Day. So maybe
Are you a white Zin
wine.
person? Is that you?
I'm not a wine person at all. I don't drink wine. I don't drink wine and I don't drink beer. However, if anybody wanted me to promote their products, I could, because I have people on my team that do it.
Not alcohol. We're
Not
not promoting alcohol. We only promote heroin, no alcohol. Okay.
Oh, God.
So
Anyway.
today is Universal Children's Day also.
It's World Children's Day.
It's Universal Children's Day. You're not using the politically correct way to say it. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Why is it only their day? Why is it only their day in the world? Why not in the universe, Rebel? I mean,
because I didn't write this stuff. I didn't make the days up. It just says World Children's Day.
That is so inclusive.
Okay, and you know what else today is? Today's
National Peanut Butter Fudge Day.
Wednesday.
No, it's Africa Industrialization Day. It's Black Consciousness Day. It's Botox Cosmetic Day. It's Education Support Professionals Day. It's Geographic Information Systems Day. It's Jizz Day. Oh no, it's GIS Day. I think that's Jizz Day. Okay, so celebrate your jizz. Celebrate your jizz. Yeah, celebrate your jizz today. Okay, okay. This is a weird one. It's International Hug a Runner Day. Okay, so if
now,
you
do they have
know
to
a
be
runner,
running while you hug them? Or?
I don't know. I think this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go out, and anybody I see running, I'm going to run up to them and hug them while they're running.
Oh God! Please don't do that.
How they react. I mean, it says this.
Are you anywhere near Venice Beach?
It says, yeah, I am actually. It says this is the day to find and hug a runner near you. And then, okay, here it is.
Unwillingly.
I already accomplished this several years ago on this day. It's Name Your PC Day. Mine is the pipe pewter. Mine's the pipe pewter. I have the pipe pewter. I have the pipe phone. I have the pipe Jeep.
And you don't like the way I name my computer. You always had a problem with the way I name my own computer.
Well, why don't you tell the listeners how you name them?
Depending on what they are. Like, the last one I had was Lenny. Yeah,
Lenny.
not that
Was
big.
it a
Yeah,
Linux
see that?
computer?
Oh, now I remember. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it
just
was a
stupid.
Lenovo
That's
computer.
like people that
Linux.
name their dogs
Lenny.
Bob. That's like people that name their dogs Bob.
It
Lenny.
was
Who the hell
a
calls
Lenovo.
their computer Lenny? Like, are you
I
having sex
do.
with the computer? Is
No.
Lenny part of the KKK?
That wouldn't
And
be
you're
the
having
worst thing
sex
she's
with the
done.
computer? What'd you say, Juan? I missed that.
That wouldn't be the worst thing she's done.
No, it wouldn't be. But I wonder if her computer's in the KKK. That's what I want to know.
No, it's not. But you totally forgot one of your favorite ones, National Peanut Butter Fudge Day. That's
I don't
today.
like my favorite, the fudge part. Yeah. In fact,
Okay, peanut butter might not be your favorite, but
I was watching something last night. It showed a brownie, and that's all I focused on was the brownie. So I got to tell you something
enough
else
of days,
too.
though.
You know, you
Yeah.
gotta love the world that we live in right now. Okay.
Do we?
And how things are, like the fact that we have a Pipeman OnlyFans. In fact, put that up on the screen there, Juan, so people can QR code it. We're going to be putting up new content coming from the Pipeman Radio Tour and outtakes from this show on the Pipeman OnlyFans. That really is a real OnlyFans. We used to have a bunch of sluts on there posting pictures. We got rid of that. Okay. And now we're just doing backstage scenes of the Pipeman Radio Tour and this show. Okay, you can take it off now.
That's what he said.
Okay, so here's the thing. Well, she says it too. I don't know. I find that she says it. I'm just saying. Okay,
Oh, of
but
course.
but he does say it to you, Rebel. So I have
Yes,
a
he
question
does.
for you, Rebel. Okay.
Sure.
Here's a question for you. It's relating to this. Okay, so Charles is always giving you compliments every single show. I definitely want to know which dispensary he goes to because I need some of it.
You have to pay for that here.
But I want to know what he thinks is the most beautiful part of your face and or body. So he can answer that. He can answer that in the comments. Hey, did we get the rest of Lori's stuff on here when I actually came on? Juan?
When we were talking,
Did we get that one? Did we get that
What's
one?
Yeah, we got all of them.
We got that one too.
Yep.
Yep, we've been talking with Lori. Speaking of, we also covered a little bit when we thought you were missing in action. We talked about how you were jumping trains one day, and then I thought, well, maybe you were jumping ship.
Well, here's the thing, okay? Here's what I have to say. First of all, I might be moving into a new pipe cave, and it's a pipe cave I used to live in, okay?
The one with the pool?
Top floor of the building. The top floor of the building it's the tallest building in Palm Beach County, and the top floor is this private restaurant only for residents. Like, you can't just walk in there. You can only go in there if you come with me, but it's a 360-degree view of all of Palm Beach County, but also it's right on the beach. And the way it's structured, when you're standing up there, it looks like you're on a cruise ship because it looks like there's the bow of the boat ahead of you, the ship ahead of you, and then there's the ocean. So it's really a trip. So the reason there's a reason I'm moving in, I might be moving into this pipe cave. Number one, we have a ton of big things that are going to be happening with the network in 2025. So I might be staying put and not going on the Pipeman homeless tour this year. Okay. And
That's
maybe
a difference.
staying put to focus on these things. But more importantly, there's other reasons. Okay. One of those reasons is, for years, I covered the Renaissance Festival, and I'm really missing it because I used to do it every year. So I'm probably going to do that this year. Okay. And that'll be on the Pipeman Radio Tour. Who knows? Maybe I'll be one of the sideshows or something. Okay. But I do want to say that it's coincidental, that the pipe cave may look like a ship, because for years people have been asking me to go on this rock cruise as the premier party festival, rock cruise anywhere in the world. Like it sells out the day it's announced. Okay. And like, unless you're in the club, you can't get in the club. Okay. These people are shiprockers. They're like a cult. They love this thing. They go every year. If there's nothing else they do through the year, they go to Shiprocked. Okay. And it's really badass because, okay, so first of all, you have all these bands that are performing. It's a music festival on a ship. Okay. Number one. Number two, okay, there's these stowaways. So there's like rock stars stowing away on the boat to hang out on the boat that nobody knows about. Or maybe they do. They might. We don't know. But, okay, so then, okay, then there's meet and greets. The rock stars are stuck on the boat with all you fanboys and fangirls. So they hang out with you. It's not like going to a festival where they have limited time. Like at festival, band has a limited time for press, a limited time for everything because they're in a rush. They got to go to different places and then they got to bail. They're stuck on the ship with you. Okay. So they have no other choice but to have fun. Okay. And you get to have fun with them. People that are not already.
Not in that way, Rebel. Not in that way.
Well, that way, if you want to. What happens on Shiprocked stays in Shiprocked. As a matter of fact, okay, my photographer, Lori, who you're talking to, okay, she's getting married. Okay. That's why she was.
Congratulations.
There it is. That's what I was just about to say. So she met who is today her love of her life. Next year will be her ex-husband on Shiprocked.
Sorry. So sorry, Lori.
Well, listen.
You know him. You're used to him.
Hey, listen. My second thing too, okay? Chad was the best man, and Chad was like, I'm boycotting this way. I'm like, you cannot boycott the wedding, okay? You're the best man. And he's like, I give it 18 months. It lasted 13. So he what happened is he mistook the 8 for 3. He didn't realize it was only half of an 8. If a half of an 8 is 3, how is it 4? By the way, Rebel.
Okay. Moving a lot of lines, I guess. I don't know.
Can you tell me? This is like calculus. Okay, Juan, let's see your mathematical ability. How is half of 8 3, but also 4?
Well, it depends on whether you're doing math or you're putting the 3 in front of a mirror.
Cutting it in half. Exactly.
Or if you're a serial killer and there's 8 people and you decide to cut those 8 people in half, then there's 8 threes.
No.
If you cut them in half, they're 3.
Well, the question here is, do 2 5s make a 10?
Only in bocce. So I was thinking about it. If I become a serial killer, maybe that's the way I'm going to do it.
What would be your code name?
Hold on. I got to answer this call from Tropical Shipping. I don't know what it's about. Let's see. Hold on.
Oh, Lord.
Hello, may I help you? Hello? Are you a bot caller? Hello.
Your client has been trying to contact you about your Google business listing. Our system is currently showing that your listing is not properly verified or optimized with Google. This can have customers searching for your business to not be.
That's terrible.
It is. It's absolutely terrible.
Okay, so I love it when I get calls that are from me. Hey, wait, that's my number. Okay, so back to Shiprocked. But before we talk about Shiprocked more, okay, I do want to talk about some other things real quick. We have some new lineups on the 2025 Pipeman Radio Tour that we're going to talk about. One of those things that's on sale now. In fact, do you have the commercials queued up somewhere, Juan? For the rock, the what, and the rock, the those two. Rebel, you don't know what I'm talking about? Come on.
We don't have the video for that, right? It was just the audio.
Just the audio. Actually, you don't even have to put the audio up. Just put the pictures up. I got the pictures up there. So let's do Rock the Country first. So check this out. These are 2 festivals new on the Pipeman Radio Tour. We are doing ticket giveaways. This is the first one. Rock the Country. 10 small towns, 10 massive shows. Kid Rock, Nickelback. I don't know why they're back. Nobody likes them, but Nickel is back as Nickelback. Okay. I do like them, though. But you notice how everybody says they don't like them, but they all listen to them. Okay. Come on. Okay. And then Hank Williams Jr. Okay. Pipeman's going country. I do love me some Hank Williams Jr. Okay. I really do. A country boy can't survive. Tell me, Hank, why do you smoke? Do you know why Hank smokes, Rebel?
To feel good, I guess. I don't know. Depends on what he's smoking.
Hey, Juan, do you know why Hank smokes?
Because he makes him look cool.
Okay, here's what I'm going to tell our listeners. You either comment here or you DM me on my socials, Pipeman Radio on all socials. If you can DM me why Hank Williams Jr. smokes, you will be entered to win tickets to Rock the Country. 10 small towns, 10 massive shows. Next, let's go to Rock the South, Juan. Rock the South. Also, Hank Williams Jr., Kid Rock, Nickelback, and a bunch others. This is one of the coolest rock country festivals in the South. It is back for 2025. We are also giving tickets away. I can't believe the Pipeman might have to go to Alabama. They don't like New York, New Jersey, Italian Jews in Alabama, but I don't care.
Them too.
Okay.
Is it worse than Louisiana?
Well, let's put it this way, right? Let's put it this way. Okay. So we did a festival in Louisiana one year, and the artist that I was managing was a New Yorker and a total Yankee. So she didn't really like what I did, but I felt it had to be done. This was during the whole controversy about the Confederate flag. Okay. And basically what happened is I decided, ask Rebel, she was there. I decided to get up on stage to this crowd of like 50,000 people, Rebel?
Yep.
This New York, New Jersey Italian Jew got up on stage and said exactly that. I'm like, I am a Yankee and I'm a Jew, and I'm here to tell you, if you guys want to wave your Confederate flag, have fun and do it. And the whole crowd roared. I walked off stage, you idiots. But I didn't say that on the mic. But she was pissed at me because I said that. Like, listen, you're a Yankee getting up there to perform. We need to soften up the crowd first. Okay, that's all I was thinking. Okay,
it worked out well. They had people buying her CDs when she left the stage.
including the KKK that Rebels had sexual relations with.
I don't think he was there. To my knowledge, he no longer lives in Louisiana. Thank you very much.
You know what I loved about that festival besides the music? Okay, so I loved that the Dukes of Hazzard were there because do you know that I used to live right near where I am now, Westlake, California, and watch the Dukes of Hazzard cars go by every day for filming to Lake Sherwood on trailers. So there were like on each trailer like 20 of those. Okay, so it was cool. It was very cool. But okay, so at this festival, I got to see Barbara Bach. And man,
Catherine?
She can't wear Daisy Dukes anymore. I can tell you right
now. Catherine Bach.
That's what I meant. What did I say anyway?
Barbara.
Yeah, Barbara. Barbara Bush, Catherine Bach.
No, because you also met Barbara Eden from I Joined Magini that day.
I did, which that was very cool. And I interviewed Dawn Wells, Marianne. Here's some advice for all you that buy the Pipeman Groupon. I used to watch Gilligan's Island. My favorite was Marianne, not Ginger. Okay. the nice small town next door girl that probably is so freaking wild in bed. because it's
That's
always.
why he has a problem with the voice, because of the pigtails that she wore on air. Oh, now I get it. I totally understand.
She
Now,
doesn't have that voice, but okay. No, I have
no,
a
but she
problem with
wore
your voice
pigtails.
because when you do voiceovers, you want to sound like a 5-year-old. You want to sound like Brooke Shields in Pretty Baby. She was the 12-year-old prostitute. Okay, that's what you want to sound like, the 12-year-old
That's what I
prostitute.
want to sound like. Speaking of which, I just turned in some other ones that didn't sound anything like that. I was specific.
Oh, yes, they did. Yes,
It
they
doesn't want
did.
to sound like that. It just comes out
Okay,
naturally.
wait. I love you, Rebel. I think you do a lot of great things, but since you brought it up, I wasn't going to bring it up, but since you brought it up, I'm going to call you out right here, right now on this show. Okay.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
do
All
it.
right. So I had her do these commercials as like a Valley girl.
Like,
And as somebody
totally.
that grew up with the Valley Girls, okay,
Oh, no.
it was the worst Valley Girl impressions I ever heard in my life. 3 of them she did. None of them were Valley Girl material, but I'm
Because
just saying.
I didn't live in the Valley Girl days. I mean, like God, what am I supposed to
totally,
do?
It's called
totally. You did-
research.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you do. You look up
I wa-
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You look up the
I
movie
watched
Valley
them.
Girl and listen to how these girls talk.
And I
Okay.
tried. I mean, I just couldn't dumb myself down to it.
If you're going to do a voiceover, do your job. Work, research, like Juan said. I bet. Let's hear Juan's
did.
version of a Valley Girl.
Yeah, let's not go there.
I think we should. I think we should. Okay, I'm gonna
No,
give you
I'm from
something
Texas.
to
I can't
say.
do that.
I'm gonna give you something to say, and you're both gonna say it, and I want to see who makes the best Valley Girl. Okay. Oh my
Juan's
God, that's
first.
ready. Oh my God, that's totally tubular. I fucked it up. Totally tubular. Okay, go ahead. You
Juan
first, Juan.
Ladies first.
Nuh-uh.
Okay, yeah, ladies first. But Rebel's not a lady. She's a rebel. That's contradictory. Okay, go ahead, Rebel. Let's do it. Hurry up. I got a lot to talk
I
about.
forgot what you said. What's the line?
Like, wow, that's totally tubular, man.
Like, wow, that's totally tubular, man.
Okay, Juan.
Wow, that's totally tubular. I don't
Okay,
know.
Juan.
I kind of make it.
Juan was very good at doing the Valley gay girl.
Come on, man. Voiceovers aren't my thing. You know this.
I know. He told me that too. I had him do one once. I'm like, man, he's not lying. Okay. He did one. I was like, oh my God. I think I have to give him an award for the absolute worst voiceover ever in history.
I'll take it. I'll display it proudly. I mean,
All right. So we talked about Rock South. We talked about Rock the Country. This coming weekend, I'm flying back from LA to Fort Lauderdale to take a train to West Palm Beach, to take an Uber to my car that's at Palm Beach Airport, because I just left Palm Beach Airport yesterday, to drive up to Orlando for a show that I'm celebrating 40 years, and so are they. Okay. So back in the early 80s, I moved to California in 1980, and I went to the Sunset Strip scene. But basically, the second club show I ever went to in my life, I saw this image of these people on this magazine. I'm like, oh, we need to go to this show. Never heard what that's what it was like back then. You didn't listen to stuff first. You went to shows based on how they looked. You didn't know if they sucked or not, or if they were great.
You mean to tell me you didn't do research back then?
You didn't have, there was no research. You couldn't listen to albums first. Like, you bought albums, spent your money. If it sucked, you listened to the album 10 times or more until you liked it. Okay.
well,
And
that's not liking it. That's getting used to it.
it's called an acquired taste, because you just spent all the money you had on that album. Okay. And so anyway, there were there are 3 bands, 2 of them, and their pictures were up there. I'm like, wow, they look cool. It was W.A.S.P, Armored Saint, and Headshaker. It was Halloween back in the early 80s. And that was where I started my journey to where we are today. That was the beginning of the journey. And so we had an interview. We're not going to have time for it. We're Juan, that I told you about now that I was late.
Yeah, I realized.
Okay. So, but go check out the interview. There's a lot of interviews with me and Joey Vera of Armored Saint, but go check out the one recently on anywhere you listen to podcasts, iHeartRadio or anywhere, and look for the one with Joey Vera of Armored Saint, and you'll hear some stories. There's stories every time because we go way back. I became friends with that band like really quick in the beginning. The first time they ever left their zip code was because of me. And I told them, they were from Pasadena. I said, come out to Agora. They didn't even know where Agora was. Okay. Now they travel the world. Okay. But anyway, I love this band. Me and my bro, we went up to them and we're like, hey, they didn't have any merch. If we made up t-shirts and pins, we were like 15 years old. Can we sell them at your show? We'll give you half. Sure. And Joey said recently in another interview, he goes, yeah, you were our first merch company. And he also said he tricked me in an interview about something I didn't know. He goes, I bet you didn't know this. You know that picture? There's a picture when Lars from Metallica was like 15 years old he was holding a guitar and he was wearing an Armored Saint shirt. He goes, that's your shirt. I'm like, no way. I don't even, and he goes, and he still has it. I'm like, I don't even have it. He goes, neither do I. So I got to find Lars and get my shirt back. He stole my shirt. I want it back. Okay. I don't remember.
Bought it.
I probably gave it to him. Maybe. I don't know how it happened. If you remember the 80s at the Sunset Strip, you were not there. But anyway, this was a badass show. After that show, I used to hang out with Chris Holmes from W.A.S.P at the mall. And just, it was the fun of that time. Well, in Orlando at the Plaza Live, the Pipeman on the end of the 2024 Pipeman Radio Tour will be at that Armored Saint W.A.S.P show. Okay. So that will be cool. That's coming up this weekend. But now the most important of all, what everybody, and when I mean everybody, probably Lori, has been waiting for. Okay. Because everybody's been bugging me for years. Go on Shiprocked. And, I finally gave in this year. Because I'm always like in Costa Rica or Bali or someplace like that. I'm like, and that's my time off of the Pipeman Radio Tour and on the Pipeman Homeless Tour. So the Pipeman Homeless Tour has been canceled this year.
Oh, no.
In order for the Pipeman to cruise the 7 seas, well, at least one of them, on Shiprocked. So Pipeman will officially be on Shiprocked doing media. I will be doing interviews on Shiprocked. I will be stowing away somewhere from all the people that are trying to get the free Groupon. And it's going to be a blast. I'm going to be with all my friends there because, I have so many friends on that ship. Every year they go. And we're actually doing a special promotion. Okay. First time ever. They are giving a cabin away on Shiprocked, and we are doing the contest. So what you need to do is DM me on Pipeman Radio on any of the socials and tell me you want to be entered to win on a cabin on Shiprocked, which is, man, it will be badass if you win that. But you're going to have to jump through some hoops. They will be easy hoops, though. But you might have to know, what was the guy's name that was in the KKK that Rebel had sexual relations with? What was his name, Rebel?
Not saying.
Okay. Well, maybe that won't be a question then. Okay.
Not saying.
And we are also offering, here's what happened. Now, Shiprocked is sold out every year. I told you it was sold out this year for the Pipeman, for W4CY Radio. We are running a special. They have released some special cabins that are going to go by quickly. All you have to do is go to shiprocked.com and enter the code W4CY. That's 4 with the number 4. And you will be able to get access to actually get a cabin on Shiprocked, and you'll get $100 onboard credit. to use for whatever's on board.
And by the way, if I happen to make that
Pipeman
cruise,
Groupon
that does
not
not
included.
include me.
Pipeman Groupon not included. But
There you go.
one, we have a sale on one for $99. One will do his best Valley Girl voiceover for $99 for you.
All night long.
Okay, so Rebel,
Absolutely.
Sounds like
Yes.
torture, but okay.
since I had to cut my part short because I fucked up the time zone, okay, is there anything I missed in what we were supposed to talk about today?
No, I believe we covered everything
That's
that we could.
Fucking amazing, and on time too. I can't
I
believe
know,
it.
right?
But seriously, who's got to go get high? Why is he telling us to get high?
That's the answer to why he smokes.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's fucking brilliant. Okay. And,
So did we get an answer to the what part of?
Oh, we did
We
get an
did.
answer. Here's the answer. You ready? I love
Yes.
Rebel's lips, then eyes. So wait a minute. I have a question. Does he stick it in your lips and then your eyes? And my question is,
how do you know?
my
he even
question
knows
is,
me?
here's my question for you, Rebel. This is very
Yes.
important. I grew up where you were told if you masturbated, you could go blind. This was a serious threat that they gave children. So my question is if one of your fans shoots in your eye, will you go blind?
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. We don't go around the eyes. Okay, you got to keep it below the nose.
Okay. And let's see what else we got here. Lori's like, this was up before. I met the love of my life on Shiprocked. Yeah, thank God, because I like him a lot better than Lori. Okay, he's a nice guy. And let's see.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm a little late, so she said, "Hey, now."
No,
So I
it's
must-
because you said you'll be married until like just for 1 year, and then
Oh,
she said,
yeah,
"Hey,
yeah,
now." Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Well, listen, it's just the way it goes. Speaking about getting high, I just saw a documentary about the person that wrote that song, and then I got high. You know that song? And then
Yes.
I got high.
I was gonna clean
And
my room.
why he wrote that song. And it's just basically every time he does those things in that thing, he gets high. So just saying.
So there you
And
go.
then let's see what we got here. Hank Williams. No, that says Hank Williams. They don't know how to spell in the South, do they, Rebel?
So now, how do you know he's from the South? What do you mean? What?
He knows you.
If
must
he
be from the
likes
South.
you, he's from the South, because there ain't no Yankee on earth that likes you, okay?
Not
Just
true.
saying.
Not
I mean,
true
I
at
I
all.
like you when you sleep, but that's about it. So
yeah, about that.
Hank Williams Jr. The question is, why does he smoke? Not what his name is, but why does he smoke?
Just
you have an
listen
answer
to the
to that,
lyrics of
Charles?
the song.
Tell me, Hank, why do you drink? Why do you smoke dope?
Roll smoke. It's roll smoke.
I know.
If you know that song,
I like the
it's
smoke
roll
dope
smoke.
better. I changed the words, okay? Okay. But
We
I
gotta
have a
go.
yeah, when
quickly.
we do gotta go. We gotta go right now. I was on time. Now I'm late. Thanks to you, Rebel, and your
I
shenanigans.
know.
Okay.
I know.
But anyway, everybody, thanks for listening. Tune in next week and every week here on the Adventures of Pipeman, W4CY Radio, W4CY.com, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I even fucked up on the promo because I put 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. So people that are smart, unlike me, will be able to figure out, wait, there's not a 2-hour time difference between East Coast and West Coast. But anyway, whatever time it is, it's sometime in the world. It's Pipeman o'clock somewhere. Okay.
It's Pipeman
But-
o'clock.
Anyway, okay. But you need to tune in. You need to win this cabin and join me on. I'll tell you what, I'm going to sweeten the pot. If you're a female and you enter to win, you will automatically get a free Pipeman Groupon. I'm going to sweeten the deal. Just entering to win. You don't even have to win. You don't even have to be, like Rebel.
Do tell. What
All
do you
right.
mean by like rebel?
All right, we'll leave that to next week. Tune in next week to the Adventures of Pipeman. We're going to talk more about Shiprocked, but we're going to talk about the Armored Saint W.A.S.P show. We're going to also talk about some other shenanigans that Pipeman will have in LA and North Carolina, and about the Pipe Cave and everything going on in 2025, because we're going to be expanding the show to multiple days. We got a lot of new co-hosts that are going to do segments on the show, experts in the show. We have new segments. Let's leave us with my subconscious, and my subconscious will end the show. Roll it, Juan.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.